still raining up there.
It is. This is going to be the most fun thing ever.
What is that?
YouTube Live.
Oh yeah, you was telling me. That came up on my phone too. YouTube Live.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like.
I can't wait. You should do YouTube videos.
Oh no, not me.
I know a lot of people who do it. They're pretty cool.
I know the guys, they pay you know. Those guys, the YouTube guys, if you get real plenty followers.
Yeah, no, I'm not more with followers. I use it as a journal. Which is something that I'm going to do now. Besides going on Facebook, I'm going to start using YouTube as my journal. I use Facebook, but there's too many chapters on top that won't let me, I guess, it's always good to have a new one, but I'm excited. So I'm trying this new thing. Yeah, I deal with PTSD, and I deal with anxiety, depression. I deal with all of these things, but for the most part, with it, I still have humor, A lot of times you think your mental illness is, supposed to be controlling, but necessarily, I guess it's the mindset that you have. And now that I'm finished with the whole coping skills and classes, I've been trying to do more self-coping skills, but when you have schizoaffective as well, because I deal with that, it's a bit tough. So on my journey with this YouTube Live, look at this, Ron. With this YouTube Live, I'm going to journal a lot more here than Facebook. It's about life and having these symptoms. I also deal with split personality disorder. I have a lot of split personality disorders. One of my personalities is very young. And so instead of being on YouTube, instead of being on Facebook, I'm going to try it on YouTube. And I hope you guys like it. I may get views, I may not, but it doesn't matter, because it's more on the vlogging side of my journal than it is on trying to capture audience. It's more of a hobby. I don't particularly like attention, and it has a lot to do with my split personalities and my anxiety. I don't deal with attention as good as I should. And being that I've been learning slowly, trying to mingle slowly. And I just recently got off the streets. I'm still homeless. I'm still on the streets, but right now I'm able to sleep in shelter, which is what I'm thankful for. Soon things will change. It's hard because when you have split personalities, and when you have anxiety, and when you have depression, when you have PTSD, schizoaffective, it's hard to do things and gather it as an adult, especially when your behavior is so young. And my behavior has been changing, but it changes at a slow matter, like molasses. I wish it wasn't molasses. I wish it was fucking laxative. That bitch went boom straight back out of my asshole. You have these symptoms, but you come out. I've been out, but for symptoms wise, you come out of it, and I'm working on it. You can't change your abilities. You can't change your symptoms. You can't get a cure, because the cure will damage you. So what I want to try to do is embrace, but don't let it anchor me deep in the blue sea of doubt, insecurities, and fears. And I do that a lot. Almost every single fucking day I do it. There's no stop. I do it a lot. What is this? Trying things new. What is this? Oh, wow. Look at this. So, since it's been almost a month since I've been in a shelter, and I'm still homeless, but I'm in a good state while I'm homeless. I'm still foodless, still moneyless, still relationship family wiseless. Everything's a little bit empty and broken, but I'm going in good steps. I'm working up the chain of life to get back to where I was. Right now, I'm from the level of here. No, here. No, here. And I'm almost getting up to the top. And it's an exciting thing because you only get as far as you want to get. You only get as easy as you want to get. Things are only as easy as your mind lets it be. In my mind, everything's hard. Because I doubt things so much. It's hard, but it's worth living. And so having this YouTube page is almost better than just staying on Facebook, because it's almost like I'm socialized. I don't socialize outside of Facebook or YouTube. I just, because of my symptoms, or because I'm so introvert, I choose to just stick to myself. And you should study about extroverts and introverts, and a lot of times we get it confused. You be think person is antisocial, but no, they're just an introvert, And I'm very much so a very homey introvert. I like to stay home, wait, and just mingle by myself. It doesn't mean I don't like being around people. It's just it's easier that way. There's times where I could sit at a party, do absolutely nothing, but have so much fun watching everybody else do something. And that's a great thing. They almost thought I had autism. I don't know if I have autism or not, or Asperger's autism, but I do like to be an advocate for people who are autistic. I deal with stuff where it's difficult to talk to people, but it's most definitely easy to talk to a camera. And that's almost like, nah, I don't know. We'll see. But one day I would like to be an advocate for, I wrote a speech on Facebook for autism. And I want to be an advocate for people who are autistic and schizoaffective, and people who have split personalities, and people with anxiety and depression. Maybe that'll happen. There's already a person that's doing so well. Her name is Katie Morton, and she has the most advanced knowledge about symptoms. All those symptoms were made in the 80s, late 70s, and but she's really good at it. The names just started coming up these few decades, but she's really good at it. So Katie Morton, look at that. But I want to be able to be an advocate for these few symptoms and more. Talk out loud for people who are disabled and who can't. I also want to be the answers the questions that people never ask. There's times where I just talk randomly, and sometimes, you'll say, oh, I've never asked that question because I was too scared to. So this video had totally gave me the answer to a question that I've never asked before. And this is why I like the video. That's what I want to do. I want to become that. I don't want to not help. But I also understand that myself comes first and my health comes first too. So it's good to help, but don't help too much to where you lose yourself. It becomes an addiction to help. Helping is like a drug, and not helping is also like a drug. It's like sativa and indica. Weed isn't a drug, but I'm pro marijuana. But it's like that. You have that positive helping where you help, and you see the result of it, and it's just so good, so you continue to help, but it becomes so addicting, and you lose yourself in that helping, and you forget that, hey, your healing is important too. And then there's those bad help where you've lost that realm already, and you're doing everything in your will to numb the fact that you haven't been helping yourself. And so numbing yourself will make it easy for you. That is a bad source of helping. That's like saying you're almost gone. And we don't want to get to that point, you know. And I know a lot of people who probably are getting to that point. And like, I want to be able to, I guess, give understanding, or like give an educational or a self, you know, give a thought out to better living mentally. So these are the things that I want to do, because it's difficult to work. You know, it's hard. I have symptoms that people won't hire me on. You know, I have things that's going on in life that people will probably turn away on. You know, I don't have the best clothes in life, so they look at me as a different person, and that's so discriminating. But that's just life. You know, it's stupid. It's retarded, but that's how life is. And so my goal is to do everything in my will to like reach out and say, hey guys, you're not the only one being fucked over in life of society. Like I said before, living in a life of society is just not worth losing your humanity. You know, and we give that name humanity because it's so easy, but it's not. It's called natural living. You know, I'd rather live a natural life than live in humanity. I'd rather live a natural life than live in society. I don't like the laws of somebody else telling me what I need to do. And if God had that choice, God would have been on this planet giving rules. Boom, boom, boom. You know, you could be a leader. You're born a leader. A title isn't on a name tag. You're born a leader. You know, there's a lot of people who are just out there, but anywho, this video is just basically an excitement because I lost my notebook, and my notebook is like, okay, my notebook is like my train of thought. So I finally found a new notebook, and that is called YouTube. I have a hypothetical book, and it's on Facebook. And my hypothetical book has been there for ages, you know. And sometimes living in a hypothetical world and keep writing hypothetical things, which is not hypothetical, sometimes it's actually basically true. You know, because 99% of things that are true were once hypothetical or once theoretical or a theory, you know. And so it takes it to be hypothetical to make it be in the theory, from a theory to be an actual being, you know, thing. And so I do a lot of hypotheticals on Facebook. But being that I lost my notebook and my journal, I've been in search of finding a new journal. So I finally found my journal notebook, and it's called YouTube. And so I do YouTube. I'm going to do YouTube videos, not for likes, but for an adjustment of life living, and for new coping skills, and for a fact to reach out. You know, well, I don't necessarily like reaching out. You know, I just like people. Hey, if you read my video, read my video. If you listen to my video, listen to my video. It's not necessary for something to be like capturing you. You know, although it's good for it to capture, but I don't want it to like, you know, change who I really am. You know, I just want it to be a journal. It also helps me with my speech. If you watch some of my Facebook videos, you see the difference of the adjustments that I've been doing throughout the years of learning new coping skills in my symptoms. And having to have it been able to speak on YouTube or Facebook has helped me a lot too in my development. And so I'm excited. I'm happy that I have something to do now. So with that said, life is not life without love, and love is not love without life. You know, you should definitely love yourself before loving somebody else. I know that sounds selfish, but life is selfish. You came in this world by yourself. You're going to leave this world by yourself. So instead of taking care of somebody else and not recognizing yourself, be selfish. Take care of yourself. I'm learning that it's been going on a month now that I've been able to recuperate from being on the streets. Being on the street is like war, you know. You have all these dumbasses, and then, you know, you got to adapt, and you got to make your own empire from scratch. You know, you got to learn these things that, you know, was once learned before, and that's why there's things developed already. But you got to do it on your own by scratch. And if I had a 16-year-old, I would kick him out for a few months to grow up so fast. But that's not healthy, you know, because that's what post-traumatic stress comes with. And I deal with PTSD from my past, future, and present. I mean, past and present. And that's what's been mind-boggling me. And so, yeah, exciting. I like this.